Assalamu alaikum everyone, welcome back. I hope you're all well. Alhamdulillah, I'm very good also. This vlog is about me going to a job interview in Rochdale. So the job interview was actually at the back of Asda. It was for Asda's supermarket. And obviously they've got jobs going for Christmas. I thought I'll give it a shot and fill an application form in. So then I got a phone call yesterday saying, please can you attend an interview the following day. And early morning I thought, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? How am I going to get there? Because it was really early. The lady told me to go in at 10 a.m. And I was thinking it's a Saturday. And I can't really take my kids to someone else's house, drop them off, and then my husband can drive me to Rochdale. And normally I do drive over the local streets, but I just have a phobia of, I don't know, motorways. I love being the passenger when I'm on motorways, but I just don't like being the main driver. I don't know if any of you feel the same way. If you do, please leave a comment in the comment section if you feel the same way as me. I've been driving for over years now, for definitely over 10 years now, and in so many years not once have I been on the motorway. Like, me as a driver, I have never been on the motorway as of today, I should say, because I just thought if I don't go for that interview, I will regret it, thinking, what have I lost out, what have I missed out on? And I wouldn't really know, like, if I would have got the job. So I thought, if I want to change my life around, if I want to finally buy a house, like, me and my husband have been planning to buy a house for ages now, but we just can't afford one. So then I thought, no, if I don't start getting into work, and if I don't support my husband, if I don't support my household financially, then we can't afford a house. And as you all know, that mortgages are very hard to, well, it's very hard to get a mortgage out now. So that's why I thought I'll have to be more hands-on with my work. During the COVID situation, and because it's locked down at the moment, I didn't want to use a taxi. I've not been in a taxi for years now, I think. Or because once you have your own car, you don't really need a taxi for anything. So yeah, I thought, no, I'm not gonna sit in a taxi and be that close to, well, close as in be in contact with an outsider like that in a car, because it's locked down, and because of the virus, obviously everyone's taking precautions. So I didn't want to get in a taxi, and then I thought, no, I will actually pop into my own car and see where my sat nav takes me. So I put my phone on. I couldn't record the motorway for you. Excuse me. Sorry, I just got a tickly throat all of a sudden. So yeah, I got my phone out, put my sat nav on, and I thought, no, I can't record the motorway because I need the sat nav on, and I didn't have an extra camera with me. So I thought, no, I'm not going to record the motorway. Inshallah, I'll record whatever else I see around me when I actually get to the place. So that's why I'm recording Asda for you. There was actually a PC World right next to this building, and then there was a big building on the side. You've seen it at the beginning of the video. I couldn't really tell what it was though, and I didn't even ask people around because I don't really go Rochdale often. I used to do my driving lessons in Rochdale, Todmorden, if anyone knows that place. I used to drive there, but ever since I've done my driving lessons, ever since I've passed, that was like I told you before, over 10 years ago, I've not really been to Rochdale. But I can't really lie, I have, because I have been to Rochdale with my husband, but not like precisely on my own. Like each time we used to go Rochdale, I'd go to pick up Afsheena's, oh, I don't know why I call my daughter Afsheena. Afsheen's eczema cream. So I used to buy this eczema cream off this person in Rochdale. So that's the only reason I would actually go to Rochdale to buy creams for Afsheen. Because when I started buying creams off this man, everything else was not like working on Afsheen. Like I've tried that many creams, that many steroids, that many moisturizers on her, all prescribed by my doctors. I've bought so many things, gone to Holland and Barrett. So that's a different story. Inshallah, in the future, I will go on about my daughter's eczema and how it gets cured. Well, it's not, eczema is not curable, but there are some ways you can manage it slightly. So you can reduce the inflammation, you can keep it under control sometimes. There are other times when you get flare-ups. So I'm not going to go in that in detail about eczema and how I deal with Afsheen's eczema and how she deals with it. That will be another video in the future, inshallah. At the moment, I'm talking about me driving on motorways and me being a bit like free. So yeah, as I told you, I put the sat nav on. I got in my car, set off, and then it took me down Elk Mill Retail Park. So I thought, no, Elk Mill Retail Park. I had to drive down, and it was leading me to the motor, and I was like, OMG. I was stressing out so much. But then I did my prayer. I did all the like surahs and everything that I knew. I was like, no, I'm gonna read, and I will pray to Allah that He protects me during my journey. Although it's just like a 15-minute journey, I was dreading it. But then I thought, no, it's a do or die situation. If I don't go there, I'm gonna miss my appointment, my interview appointment, and if I go there, then I'll know like if probably I get the job. And I've really been wanting to get back into jobs lately. Like I've been trying for 6 months now. So yeah, all of a sudden I just thought, no, Afsheen's old enough now and she's a bit more settled with eczema. So I thought, no, now it's my time. I've done loads for them, and now I need to think about myself as well. Like us mums, I've noticed, I don't know how many of you are like me, we just give our 100% to our children and our husbands and our life. Like we don't really think a lot about ourselves. And a few times there should be a certain time where you should think about yourself as well. Like life is very short, and in that life, if you don't enjoy yourself, if you don't have a bit of freedom, if you don't go out, if you don't work, if you don't get independent, then there's no like way you can enjoy your life just by staying at home, looking after your kids, looking after your husband, which is part of life, but it's not everything. So I believe in a bit of freedom, and I believe in 50-50. Like if the woman has 50% and the man has 50% of everything you do in the household, like even looking after your kids. Although my husband, he helps me. I wouldn't say he doesn't help me. He helps me a lot, and I am blessed to have him in my life. But there are certain times when he's a bit like more dependent on me. So I'm doing more of looking after the kids, more of the cooking, more of the cleaning. But nowadays, alhamdulillah, I have to say that he helps me out so much during this lockdown when he's at home. Even during Ramadan though, he helps me proper, like he helps me a lot with looking after the kids, with the cleaning, with taking the kids. Even taking the kids out is a thing. Like when I'm busy in the kitchen, I like my husband taking my children out. There were certain times when he was busy, so he wouldn't really take them out, and I used to get really annoyed at that time, because sometimes you want a break for yourself. Like when the kids are out with your husband, with their dad, they're obviously enjoying time with their dad, and you have a break to yourself as well. Like we give, as I said before, 100% of the time looking after our kids, but then we want at least that 10% for ourselves. which obviously is very ideal. So I was talking about motorways. So yeah, that's a big achievement for me. I have been on the motorway to get to my interview, and alhamdulillah, I enjoyed it. I felt so free. I just felt like I'm flying. And then I drove back on the motorway again. I told my husband, he was dead excited, and I just couldn't believe it. So enough said about my life. I just want to big up all the ladies, all the women that are giving their 100% to the kids and their family, their husbands. But I want you all to live your life to the fullest as well, and always have a smile on your faces and try to be more independent and enjoy life more. Allah Hafiz.